Joshua Zirkzee is the man of the day. Played his first game for Manchester United, scored his first goal for Manchester United, and he got United their first win of the season in the Premier League as we opened up today. Welcome to the Premier League match reaction of United 1, Fulham 0 at Old Trafford. We are going to be discussing and dissecting this to the fullest, but Joshua Zirkzee is the man. He is the man. He has gone ahead of come off the bench on the 68th minute. He came off the bench and obviously played for those minutes and went ahead obviously score a very brilliant goal that gave Manchester United the win that was really well deserved by the club of Manchester United. Where are you at, the fans of Manchester United? This is what we wanted. Amidst us predicting 3-1, you 2-1 or what, but I thought we are obviously going to win it. And to show you that I was really confident that a win is really going to be coming in through, even when it reached the 85th minute, I believed that we were just a moment away or a second away from really hitting that ball into the back of the net. And finally, the man himself that we signed from Bologna for 45 million euros, and he came in through at Manchester United, has obviously shown us the quality what he brings to the club of Manchester United. And that is Joshua Zirkzee, shirt 11, worn by George Best, won by Ryan Giggs, and Joshua Zirkzee went ahead to obviously do the needful and really gave United that well-deserved win. And it shows you the importance of really having people like this at the club of Manchester United. Last season, we had a very huge problem. And what was that problem? It was Manchester United lacked what we call a second option for the striker, because every time Rasmus Højlund was injured, Anton Martial was injured, meaning that we never had a striker to come up and obviously carry this game or this team to where we deserve to be. This time round, when Rasmus Højlund was injured, Joshua Zirkzee did the needful, came off the bench and scored that only goal that we needed to obviously take us to where we deserve to be. And where are you guys who used to say, Rokani, we need a striker who is really having experience? Now, did he need experience to score that goal? All he needed was class. When you look at that tip of the boot that he uses to obviously put that ball into the back of the net on the far right post of the goal, it shows you how good this player is and how he's ready to obviously take this to the next level. And that is the player that we want. I've always gone ahead to tell people that you don't need players who are really experienced. You need players who know what to do at what kind of time. Look at that squad of Manchester United. It's really looking young now, young now. The grown-up players, you'll talk about Harry Maguire, you'll talk about Casemiro, you'll talk about Bruno Fernandes, right? Those are the three players that were on the field of play with close to 30 years. You get? But Dalot, 25, Onana 28 for goalkeeper is still young, Lisandro Martinez 25, Mazrui 26, Kobe Mainoo 19, Amadi Diallo 22, Rashford I think is 26, 27, Mason Mount 24. That is the team of Manchester United, and you're really having young players that can really do the job. And off the bench, you saw a young Garnacho come on through and do the needful. You saw another player called Joshua Zirkzee, 23 years of age, coming through and obviously putting in the shift. Matthias De Ligt doing the needful for the club of Manchester United, and this is where I tell you things are really getting better and better for the club of Manchester United. Smash the like button close to 200 times as we really celebrate Joshua Zirkzee. Erik ten Hag had something to say about Joshua Zirkzee not playing him into this game. He was like, the man is not ready. That's what Erik ten Hag really went ahead to say, that he's not ready and they are not really ready to obviously get him onto the field of play. But guess what? Him saying that he's not ready to get him on the field of play, obviously when he got him there, Joshua Zirkzee has gone ahead to obviously show us why he's that kind of player that Manchester United went ahead obviously put in a lot of money to spend on. Do you know why? He comes on and he takes his chance. This is what makes any player special. Any player is special if at all he takes his chance. Now, we are going to be screaming that he should be starting the next game. For me, from the game of Man City, I was like, Joshua Zirkzee should come in through and really start. We went to the game of Fulham today. If you watched my match preview very well, I was like, Joshua Zirkzee should come in through and obviously start, And even in the game you're going to be playing on the weekend, against Brighton, I'll be like, Joshua Zirkzee should start because he has qualities that no one at Manchester United really has. When you look at that goal, Bruno Fernandes shields off the player of Fulham using his back, and he really gets into space, chops out, looks for Joshua Zirkzee. Joshua Zirkzee finds Casemiro. Casemiro gets that ball. He gives it to Garnacho. Garnacho reads the run of Joshua Zirkzee like a book. And this Joshua Zirkzee is this kind of striker who is not going to be a penalty box striker. No. He plays deep, but he makes those late runs into the 18 yards box area. When you look at that goal, when it really went in through, I'm even watching it now, Joshua Zirkzee was not into the 18 yards box area. You get Scott McTominay, Bruno Fernandes, and Rashford were already there, and he found them there. He found them there into the 18 yards box area, and he made a very big run onto the near post, and that's where the pass of Garnacho came in through, and it found him well positioned. And that tip for me was really for World Cup, because that finish has gone ahead to show us his class. When the goal went in, most of us thought that it was Scott McTominay, because even the commentator was like, Scott McTominay! You understand? And from nowhere, we are surprised that it's Joshua Zirkzee who goes into the corner to celebrate that goal, and he scored into the straight forward end. If you've been watching Manchester United for some long time, you know what the straight forward end means in as far as really killing off the game is really concerned. Very many goals that we've gone ahead to score into this side of Manchester United have gone ahead, obviously, cross the line at the straightforward end. If I might tell you, last season, you remember that best game we played against Liverpool, 4-3. I think 2 goals that won us that game crossed the line through that side. That is the deadly side for the club of Manchester United. And Joshua Zirkzee has gone ahead to send a message immediately that I'm really ready. And he does exactly what Rasmus Højlund failed to do last season, to take all kill off the pressure. Remember, it took Rasmus Højlund close were they 10 plus games to score his first Premier League goal, right? But, and I think he scored it against Aston Villa, and it was the winner in that 3-2 win at Old Trafford. But this man has gone ahead to obviously send a message to everyone that I'm ready. I'm Premier League ready, and I'm going to really get you those goals into the back of the net. And I know he's really going to become the fave of the fans immediately, because having not gone ahead obviously take part in the preseason, Joshua Zirkzee has gone ahead obviously become the 28th player of Manchester United to score on his debut. And some of those that I will remember, I think Ruud van Nistelrooy did score against Fulham. Then in the recent past, you can talk about Donny van de Beek. When he came in through, he scored on his debut when you're playing against Crystal Palace, though we lost by 3-1. Cristiano Ronaldo, on his return for the last dance at Old Trafford, when you're playing against Newcastle, Ronaldo was on target and scored a brace onto that day. Anton Martial, you remember 2015, coming off the bench, the game was 1-1, and guess what Martial does? He really sits down close to 3-4 defenders of Liverpool and scores a very beautiful goal into the mix that we're all like, oh, that is the lad. Though later injuries went ahead to obviously affect his season, and he wasn't the player he was or we expected to be by the time obviously put his season at Manchester United to an end. Then the other one is Marcus Rashford. When he made his debut for Manchester United against Midtjylland, he scored. And when he made his Premier League debut against Arsenal, he scored a brace into that. Did Zlatan score on his debut? But that is what future Zirkzee has gone ahead to obviously get us tonight, and that's why we are celebrating. He has scored that goal, and the way he plays is really good because he was all over the place. He was all over the place, and that's why I give him a 5-finger salute to Joshua Zirkzee. We are having 250 people watching in through, and only 32 have gone here to smash the like button. Smash the like button like never before. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily, and turn on the notification bell, guys. Turn on your notification bell, because you never know, we might obviously get a very big story about the next player to join Manchester United, and we will be really greatly here to present it to you. Now, let's get off Joshua Zirkzee, because if I'm talking about Joshua Zirkzee, I can talk about him till kingdom come. Let's talk about Alejandro Garnacho. Looks like this year, guys, this year is really gonna be for Alejandro Garnacho. Let's all admit, because he so far has 1 goal in the season, and today he has gonna hit, obviously register himself an assist. You know, that's what makes a player different. You know, if he takes it that level, 2 games, 2 goal involvements, meaning that he's averaging a goal or an assist in every game he plays, then he's really gonna put himself in a better position to turn into what the player we want to be as Garnacho. I really love him a lot, and you saw to it that when he came on, he made things happen for the club of Manchester United. 1 goal this season, 1 assist. Remember, last season, Garnacho really had lots of things that he missed out on, and he was one of our best players for Manchester United, and his tally was as follows in all the competitions that we played. Garnacho last season found himself in a proper position to obviously put in 7 goals and 7 assists, you know, in the Premier League. Those were 11 goal involvements, and he scored 1 goal in the Champions League. Those were 8. 1 in the AFL Cup. Those were 9, and I think he had a couple into the FA Cup. That is Garnacho for you. This time round, he's having 2 goal involvements, 1 goal, 1 assist, and guess what? I'm gonna hate to see someone here talking about the goal that he missed. This is Zion Fellowship. Garnacho failed to score the easiest goal, but I think it was a poor pass from Marcus Rashford, because why do you go in for a back pass? You know, because that pass was not really in front of Alejandro Garnacho. All Rashford had to do was to obviously play that ball where Garnacho was running to, but Rashford went ahead to play that ball at almost at the back where Garnacho was obviously coming in from, and so it that he needed to use his left foot to obviously play that ball, but it really failed to go into the back of the net. And I think the problem was all about Marcus Rashford. But for Alejandro Garnacho, he did what he had to do, putting in that assist, and everything was really great into the mix. So guys, Alejandro Garnacho, for me, I'm really putting wide eyeballs onto him, because I believe he's really going to be doing the needful, and the season is really going to be his. And coming off the bench, looking a little bit rusty, losing the ball twice at the edge of the Tina's box area, that resulted into being counter-attacked, and we really made a very huge recovery, courtesy of Harry Maguire and Lisandro Martinez and very many other players. But he later pays off in an assist that Joshua Zirkzee converts into the back of the net. So that is Marcus Rashford for you. Then big clean sheet kept. You know, last season we conceded very many goals as a club of Manchester United, and we ended up the season with a negative goal difference. And you know why? We conceded very many goals, and that's what United is trying to change its narrative this time round. When you are coming to this game of football, I told you that last season Onana went ahead to obviously face 200 plus shots at his goal. You get? In the game of Man City, Andre Onana faced only one shot at his goal that was on target, and he saved it. And it really, I think it crossed the line. But the rest of the energies, the other 8 shots, were not even close enough to obviously become shots on target. It shows you how our defense is going to have to improve, and how our goalkeeping department is really doing better and better and better as it stands right about now. So Manchester United is really having the best of the best, and I tell you, nothing is really going to stop the club of Manchester United from obviously doing the needful. Keeping a clean sheet was really crucial for me because I want to see us keeping clean sheets, because if we are 1 goal down, the Joshua Zirkzee goal comes in through, it doesn't grant us 3 points. It instead grants us 1 point. That's the beauty of us keeping clean sheets. And we played very well, defended very well, and these players are really ready to do the needful. Harry Maguire was a beast, Lisandro Martinez was a beast. Mazuru, we debut, great, and Joshua Zirkzee debut, great. All the players, Matthias De Ligt also came off the field of play and showed you his class and why he's really one of those players that is really untouchable at Manchester United. And he was like, I'm here to obviously show my former manager that I'm really good to go. But that clean sheet means a lot for the club of Manchester United, and we are really building something great. And I know there are some points where like, United might lose this game of football and Erik ten Hag is going to be really exposed onto huge pressure. And I was like, shut up your mouth, shush your mouth, because Erik ten Hag is not going to be that person. He is not going to be that person. I know some people are like, let him lose. We're having in people who believe that Ten Hag isn't the right man to obviously coming through and really become the manager or be the manager of Manchester United, And this is what he is going to show us. The style of play. Though at the start of the game, we looked a little bit nervy and we grew into the game into the 20th minute, because United had not registered a shot on target not until the 28th minute. And all those shots on target came in through courtesy of Casemiro linking up well with the side of Bruno Fernandes. And it was all about the press, Those were the most clear chances that we had, and United pressed very well to force Bernard Leno for the first one in the 28th minute, put that ball in the vicinity of Casemiro. Casemiro releases Bruno Fernandes. Bruno goes in for a traveller, all with his outside foot, and Leno really saves it. The second one, obviously, Kobe Menu releases Casemiro. He tried to release a player, and a player of Fulham blocks that ball through a slide, and it fails in the vicinity of Casemiro. Casemiro takes one single touch and then releases a player called... No, I think that ball was played to Casemiro, and Casemiro immediately read the run of Bruno Fernandes he read it. He read the run of Bruno Fernandes like he read the run of Bruno Fernandes like a book, and obviously went ahead to release him, and Bruno also failed to put that ball at the back of the net. And I believe that was because we lacked what we call a proper number 9. I think in those two chances, if you find Rasmus Højlund, or Joshua Zirkzee, it's a different story altogether. At least one of those chances crosses the line. And I really want to credit Erik ten Hag for not rushing Joshua Zirkzee onto the field of play. He brought him on and he played close to 30 minutes. And it really resulted into him being the match winner. And I know he's really getting very many people excited. And I think I'm going to be talking Casemiro after I bring you what we call the match stats and how the Premier League table is really standing. Then 14 shots by Manchester United, 10 shots by Fulham. United had 5 shots on target, and I believe would have gone ahead to have more on target, but we lacked a little bit of composure into that final third, and that shows you the difference. That when a man who really had composure came in through, all was good for the club of Manchester United. You can as well talk about many other things. Now, United had only 2 shots at their goal, and they're not all that deadly. And that shows you that in the game of Man City, we had 1 shot on target. In the game of Fulham, it has been 2 on target, meaning that we might average 2 or 3 shots on target on every game. You get? And this time round, we are really changing the narrative. Last season, very many shots came to our goal. This time round, we've gone ahead to change the narrative. Then 55% ball possession by the club of Manchester United. Then Fulham had 45% ball possession. 473 passes completed by Manchester United. 380 passes completed by the side of Fulham. Then 84% passing accuracy by Manchester United, and Fulham had 79% passing accuracy. 12 fouls by Manchester United, 10 fouls by Fulham. 2 yellow cards to the side of Manchester United and 3 yellow cards to the side of Fulham. And those who really went into the referee's book were Harry Maguire and it was Harry Maguire and Mason Mount. Those were the 3 players of Manchester United that went into the referee's book. And I think that's the main reason as to why the manager went ahead to take off Mason Mount and Harry Maguire, especially Harry Maguire. No red cards issued by the referee to any of the sides. Then 3 offsides for Manchester United and 1 offside for the side of Fulham. 7 corners by the side of Manchester United and 8 corners to the side of Fulham. And guys, talking of those corners and how we went ahead to obviously defend them very well, guys, it was really important because none of those came in through and we are really threatening. You know, we were defending very well, and that shows you that the new set-piece coach for the club of Manchester United has gone ahead to obviously add a lot to that club, because in the previous seasons, we would obviously concede set pieces, and we are back to the side that we were when Erik ten Hag just came in here, because we used not to gift out easy chances, and we obviously had to offer the best of the best into the game. So that is Manchester United for you. And set pieces, talking about set pieces on our side, I think we are improving on their deliveries, because I've gone ahead to say to it that Amadi Diallo is using his swift left foot to put in huge performances and huge set pieces after set pieces. And Casemiro went ahead to win 3 headers of those set pieces that we have brought in, though 2 of those were offside and 1 he went close to the near post, but he couldn't obviously convert it into the back of the net. But that's Casemiro for you. So for me, for the set pieces, we were good to go. The set pieces really looked great for the club of Manchester United, and the energy instilled was really great. So after the set pieces, let's obviously show you how the Premier League table is really looking. United sleep on top of the Premier League table, and we've gone ahead to win our first game. We've played 1 game, 1 goal scored, 0 goals conceded, 1 goal difference, and 3 points are into the bag for the club of Manchester United. And the other teams are really going to be playing tomorrow. Liverpool playing Ipswich, Arsenal is playing Wolverhampton Wanderers, you know, and you anticipate that one of those is really going to be into the position of really getting into the starting 11 or dislodging United from that position. But right now, Manchester United is on top of the Premier League table, and the only thing that we're supposed to be doing is obviously continuing to win our games. And when you look at our next fixtures, they are not all that very tricky, because after winning against Fulham, Manchester United is really going to be playing against Brighton on Saturday. Then after 1st September, we are going to be playing against Liverpool. Before we go to the international break, Manchester United is really going to be playing against Liverpool. So, and those 3 games, if we really happen to win them all, I think we'll be standing a better chance to do the needful. But let's talk Casemiro. Casemiro, to me, looked really great, you know, though I really had concerns on his really shielding the back 4, but going forward, Casemiro was really great. And you saw to it that even for that goal that we score, he's the man responsible for the secondary assist. He obviously gives that ball to Garnacho, and Garnacho does the needful to release Joshua Zirkzee. And that is how the man went ahead, obviously put in a required shift all together and gave United what we really deserved into the mix. So Casemiro had 81 touches. I've gone ahead to look at his heat map. Guys, it's really ridiculous. Let me try whether I really find it here. But the heat map of Casemiro has been out of this world. You get Casemiro against Fulham. he has shown us that maybe his mobility is really moving on and is like, I want to be here. Though he is going to have to perform like that, I cannot come here and really guarantee that we should obviously have him in here alone as the guy at the club of Manchester United who is really going to be playing to the stadium area, because you saw some elements lacking in his game, especially shielding the back four. Going forward, he was really great. But when it really mattered most, he really had a very... When it really mattered into the final... when it really mattered into the final third... into the first third of the pitch to obviously shield the back four, I think something was lacking with Casemiro's efforts, and I think he really needs to improve a lot onto that side. But all in all, I liked the game, though it took us some time to obviously get into that game, but I felt like, yeah, we have a reason to celebrate what United has going to obviously showcase today, because the opening game has never been any easy. The opening game has never been any easy. For everyone who knows what the opening game of the season is all about, it has never been easy. In any tournament, whether it's the World Cup, Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, name it, Euros, Copa America, African Cup of Nations, the opening game is never easy. But United has gone ahead obviously get that win courtesy of Joshua Zirkzee. And back on Casemiro, that's why we need to get in Manuel Ugarte. I tell you, Manuel Ugarte needs to come in through at the club of Manchester United as up. You get? We need to get in that player as up, because he is really what we are missing, in that midfield. You add him in, I think we really find it more easier to beat Fulham than how it was today, because he'll offer you a lot of distance covered than that of Casemiro. Look, if Casemiro was taken off and Ugarte was available and Ugarte was brought on, I tell you, that side of Fulham would have gone to obviously understand that United is really a team with a different level of performance altogether, and would have gone ahead of putting the Ricardo shift altogether. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Smash the like button close to 100 times and continue to subscribe, because we are really doing the needful. I think I should go into your comments a little bit, because if I'm talking about this game, obviously it's not really gonna really stop. But for Mazraoui, before I go into your comments, Mazraoui has gone ahead obviously show us what he's all about. For me, he was the best player on the field of play. In just, I think, 8 minutes, 9-10, you saw how United was really sabotaged, all troubled by this Ahmad guy, Traore Ahmad. He went ahead, obviously, go past every player, put in a cutback cross. It was read very well by Mazraoui, and he really blocked it very well. And when you look at how he really defends, he's really a very good game reader. You saw it very well when Man United was doing the needful into that game, and the man was like, all right, a lot is going to be coming in through, and nothing is really going to stop you from really not going past me. And he really stopped very many players going past him, and he reads those runs, and he played like he has been in the Premier League for some time, right? That's how he played like. Yet we not eat that. He's just a novice into the Premier League, and he really showed us qualities of a right back that United has been lacking. He's a press-resistant player. He makes the game look easy, and I'm gonna be enjoying their battle in between him and Dalot, because if Luke Shaw comes back fit, Malacia comes back fit, that battle is really going to be for the World Cup, and that shows you that now the best player will be fielded onto the field of play. But the rotation is really going to be good for the club of Manchester United, and I think we are looking a much more better side than how we looked last time. If it was last season, you would have gone ahead to find Manchester United keeping Harry Maguire on, and maybe keeping him on would have gone ahead obviously expose him to getting an injury. You understand? So we took off players for safety. Hamad Diallo, for me, he really looked good. Every time he got the ball, he looked dangerous and deadly, but we never got him onto the ball very many times. But I know the reason as to why. Bruno Fernandes was being played as a false number 9, and Bruno found himself in a position of not really being into the position of really having this ball to Ahmad Diallo and Marcus Rashford respectively. And it's not it that our attacks were like so much centrally in the first half before Joshua Zirkzee came on, and Ahmad was not got onto the ball a lot. I never saw him being got onto the ball in a dangerous position because we know how good he is. Though he tried to obviously create moments there, but they are really lacking because we never really got him onto the ball a lot. Marcus Rashford really had a fair game for me, and I believe he showed us towards the end of the game that he's not selfish. When he really saw Garnacho in there for you, he really passed the ball to him, but I think the pass was poor. But better next time as we play Brighton away as a club of Manchester United. Bruno Kimutai says Triple K. Nelson Mwesigwa, congratulations to fans of Manchester United. Zirkzee, real striker for sure, and let's admit that United will now compete in top 4. Obviously, we have to compete in top 4 and qualify for the Champions League. Then Isabel Ronaldo Molinda, congratulations colleagues. Then Adepari Opeyemi, up Manchester United. Then Alfred Ken Nibingira. Garnacho was not ready today, seeing how he was playing so bad. I think he was ready, but the level at which the game was, and him not having on here to play preseason, it really affects you because now these are like 60 minutes into the tank of Garnacho, and he needs to obviously get really ready and really sharpen a little bit. So we wait and see how he's really gonna sharpen. Then Gordon Muhwezi, live from Mbarara, Western Uganda. Nisima Gilbert, really a credit should be given to Casemiro, the tank. Yeah, he really looked good today. Casemiro looked good today, and he deserves his flowers as a player today. Then Sendagide Joshua, Mr. Arokani, thanks for the updates. Glory, Manchester United. All right, Nisima Gilbert. Even Rashford played well. Yeah, he played well. And one thing I liked about him was tracking back. Rashford, he was tracking back. Every time we lost the ball, he was tracking back, and he was doing those to and fro movements. For me, that was really great to see him really do that. And he now senses the pressure that there are players that can really take over him from that position. Sat on the bench of Manchester United. Kenneth Wakalo from Mbale, Uganda, thanks for the show. Chimna Aradi for sure. Joshua is real striker. I agree with you. He's deadly. And it's always better to have two strikers with different qualities. You get Rasmus Højlund starting the game and obviously making them busy, knocking them running into space, and then after making them do the hard work, you get in another giant who is really workaholic and also a technically gifted player with his link-up play up to the standards. That is Joshua Zirkzee. And one thing that Dimitar Berbatov, the former striker at Manchester United, was going to say and credit him about is him having the confidence that get me the ball. Every time he was like playing for the club of Manchester United, he was like, get me that ball. Get me that ball in. That's what we got him through from the man himself, known as Joshua Zirkzee. So that is the beauty of Joshua Zirkzee, and I tell you, a lot is really gonna be produced by this young man because he's being managed by the best, and that is Ruud van Nistelrooy. You know how Ruud van Nistelrooy obviously score very many goals, and if at all he's the man that is really trying to manage you and really taking you to where you deserve to be, you understand that he's really one of the best of the best. Okwi Richard, we good to go, let's go, and we shall always go and be there, all right. Then Prince Gilbert, Anointed, all of them played well. Then Silva Onyait, guys, let us give Casemiro his flowers. Casemiro looked actually good today. Obviously, he looked good today, but I believe in the defensive part, he wasn't all that good. We looked a little bit porous every time. They really got that ball and they were like going through us. And Casemiro committed a lot, and I believe that maybe it was the plan of the manager for Kobe Mainoo to obviously lay back a little bit and then let Casemiro override into that number 8 role. Silvoniate, Bruno was wasteful to the 3 chances and he doesn't even convert one. He's not a number 9. And I believe that we are going to get better. Without a preseason, he has played his second game of the season, and let's wait and see how Bruno will be in the coming games. Let's give him a benefit of doubt because however much he missed out onto those 2 chances, Bruno got himself in a position of really being the orchestrator of the first goal, shielding off the player of Fulham, before he even crossed the half center line, and then he played all fed in Zirkzee. Zirkzee fed in Casemiro. Casemiro fed in Garnacho. Garnacho fed in Zirkzee, and Zirkzee, boom, into the back of the net. You understand? We give him his flowers for that. Then Ocheng Daniel Aradi, we are still weak, but we have to bring the midfielder immediately. We need Ugarte here. We need him immediately. We need Manuel Ugarte here. Bijura Prita, the problem with Manchester United is that we don't finish the chance we create. It's because we never really had a center forward. But when you show Joshua Zirkzee come on through, one chance, one goal. That's what a typical number 9 really gets you. And for me, I know that he's really going to score ridiculous goals. And him and Rasmus Højlund are really going to be a real pain in the ass to very many Premier League teams even there. Elan says, United wasn't ready for today, but managed to hit up. I think people are really very much not bearing in concern how hard starting up a game is really hard. You know, teams really have hard starts offs. You're gonna see Man City, Liverpool. You're gonna see Arsenal. They're not gonna be easy encounters for them. You know, I'll come back here because every Monday when the games of football really are done and dusted, I'll be on to the Rokani Media Football, doing the needful to break down the entire games and what it means onto those games, especially for the big 6 teams and how they would have gone here to feature. Then Blessed Lars, good game. Casemiro, fun, yeah, he looked good. Umal Twinomogisha, what a stunning start for Zirkzee. But Mr. David, we've wasted some good chances. Yeah, it's all about, football is all about getting that one chance. If you keep a clean shot, if you keep a clean sheet into the back of the net, that's what we're going to have to do today. Now, I'm not really agitated because we missed those chances. If it was a number 9 who missed those chances, I was like, why is he really missing them? But they've got to show us that when the number 9 came on through, he killed off the game. Umar Tunomugisha, what a stunning start for Joshua Zirkzee. Alright. Bijura Puita Casemiro was my man of the match. Alright. That is going to be coming through in the player ratings that I'm going to record. Blessed Lars, everyone played very well. I think Mason Mount never played very well. Mason Mount was really lacking. Beautiful finish by Joshua Zirkzee. Alright. Zion Fellowship, Garnacho failed to score the easiest goal. I told you why. It was courtesy of the poor pass by Marcus Rashford. Then Silva Aradi. Can you please tell me Amad Diallo and Garnacho, who is better in that right wing? I was so disappointed when I saw Amad Diallo going out. I think for me I was okay with his performances because he did what he had to do. He did what he had to do into his reach. And I tell you what, when Garnacho comes in through, there are spaces to operate in. But when Amad was in the field of play, so to it that he really had touches on him, he could really play in very well. And I tell you that even the next game, the manager is going to start him into that game. And if it's Amad who came off the bench, he would have gone ahead obviously look much better because spaces were really mob into that game. But I believe Amad is better onto the right than Alejandro Garnacho because he gets you that reference and inverted wing play that obviously threatens every person, you know, and it's easy. It's good to see it that he's really in and doing the needful. Jimmy Kakande, United, let's go. Thanks, brother, for the nice work. All right. Jean Onrai, Manchester United will soon. All right. Samuel Ndeditu, Bruno today has not played his game, but I think let's not look at Bruno's game today. Let's look at what he did that resulted into United scoring that goal. You know, even releasing Rashford. You know, I think at the beginning of the second half. Sapong, best team in the world. Not yet. We have to get back to the winning ways and winning trophies. That is it. Silva says my man of the match is Casemiro. Either you want or not, the man worked today very well, guys. Casemiro looked pretty good. Masa Chimuna, first Premier League game and first Premier League goal for Joshua Zirkzee. This is a type of player who want at Manchester United. Yeah, no wasting chances. Get him one chance, one goal. Very prolific in that manner. Kennedy Mpande, nice work to our players, and Casemiro hope that performance. I like energy from all players. To you, already, continue giving us news, enjoying all your videos you make about United. Allah bless you. May him bless you abundantly. Roger Ahmad, if Ten Hag start Joshua Zirkzee, man, we will have scored 2 to 3 goals. Yeah, but I think he needed to usher him very well into the team like that. So, you save the best for the last. Erin Awchan, our new shirt, number 3 is good. That is Mazrui. He really looked good, and he's one of those players that put in one of the man of the match performances. Vexi Perez, I'm just waiting to see Garnacho, Ahmad, Sancho, and Zirkzee. I think Sancho is really on his way out. Sancho, he's on his way out, and I think that's why he never made it to the match squad of Manchester United today. Samuel Nderitu Dallo, he's the man of the match. He didn't let Adama Traore to play his game. Yeah, he really defended very well. Even when he was turned to the right side, he put in the required shift as a player. Ocheng Daniel, Bruno, Garnacho, Mainu, Martinez, etc. They never did preseason to me. No blame today. Yeah, they are into their preseason, but they are clicking in, and you remember that ball that Lisandro Martinez sweeps. That would have gone ahead, obviously, to create problems for the club of Manchester United, because it was going into, was it Iwobi, and he was going to obviously tap an empty net. RD, can you please read for us the game by numbers for Mazrui? It's coming up into what we call the player ratings, and I'm going to record that video before I go to bed. So before we all go to sleep, that video of the player ratings is going to be up. Kadu, Siriche, RD Zirkzee can manage to score all right. Stefan, good morning my brother. Then for Fana, Eric Ten Hag is not a good coach, all right. I expect those people to come in through, but what better coach do you want at Manchester United than this man? Prita, Casemiro, man of the match. Morris, I love the club. Harry Maguire's yellow card was fake. It was not fake. He deserved it because he really faked that he was really fouled by Emily Smith-Rowe, yet nothing like a touch was put onto him. Mikel Mani, I can't wait to see Garnacho, Amad Diallo, Joshua next game, all right. And by the way, for Amad Diallo, he looked better if at all he's playing with a center forward there. But the moment he comes in through to play without a center forward, I tell you, he's not going to be looking any better for the club that he's really playing in here at the club of Manchester United. So guys, thank you very much for watching through, and smash the like button close to 100 times. You know, we are 80 likes there and 20 likes shorts. Smash the like button and continue to subscribe, because we want obviously do the needful. You can as well buy a super chat for this channel and really support us to really become big and better and really improve our studio. Then I love you guys. Job well done, Manchester United for life. That is Simpungwe. Clever Mutema, defense has improved. That's good. Yeah. Aguta Joel, congratulations. Then Obichike, congratulations guys. Rooney says, wow. Mawanda Dan, good start. Congratulations, Man United fans, guys. Then we are having Leon. The press was good today. Yeah, we pressed well throughout the entire 90 minutes, right? And that press really resulted into us getting into 2 clear-cut chances, right? And you say the press was really good today, but the forwards needed to be more clinical, scoring, and if the forwards isn't, this could lead to dangerous counterattacks. You're right. Then Henry J. Uganda, at least there is defense in back. Mazrui has potential. He's really a very good player. Leon Zandbregen, for the Gengen press to work, the forwards need to score more. All right, we are going to be waiting and see. Then Geoffrey Kirui now is Man United. Samuel says, well done. Samuel from Gulu, Northern Uganda. All right. Then I'm having Nwazinku, congratulations guys. Fred Kabaya, congratulations Manchester United. Henry J, the team has at least showed the teamwork and yearning for win. Yeah, I told you that if you are to do something special to this game of football, you have to fight for all the second balls and obviously win them. And today, United put in the required shift all possible. They went ahead, obviously put in the very good go into that side. Then I'm having Leon. Casemiro looked good, but with Delete playing the defense line, could push higher supporting Casemiro. Yeah, I think we try to play a high line, but the problem is we know that Harry Maguire has a snail pace, and when you really play play that, you'll see to it that we are really exposed. That's why Harry Maguire was not allowing us to play that high line. But I believe with Matthias de Ligt and Alessandro Martinez, that high line will be played very, very well. Then Nani, good one for we let go for the EPL, all right. Leon says Ugarte needs to come to perfect Casemiro, obviously, and really do the needful and really get us an alternative, because right now, Casemiro gets injured, you get back to 0-1, you know, something that you wouldn't like to obviously have in as a club of Manchester United. Saka says, well done, I can't wait to see another game, and my worry is missing chance a lot. They must change that, watching from Malawi. I understand, but I've told you, there is no reason as to why I should get worried. Why should I get worried because of missing chances? Bruno Fernandes is not a striker, you know, that's why he missed out those chances. I told you at the beginning of this video that I would have gone ahead to get worried if I told the person that missed out on those chances was either Rasmus Højlund or Joshua Zirkzee. But Zirkzee has shown you that I've been on the bench reading the game. The moment I came in through, my first chance, I really made it count, and United has done the needful, and Joshua Zirkzee has gone ahead to open up his goal account for the club of Manchester United. Then to Sabe Levy, hello, good evening, RD. I've seen the better United team. You've seen a better United team with the best strikers, at least Joshua Zirkzee. All right, Zirkzee is really a gem. Ochomuili, our team has put in a big shift today. Yeah, you're right. Then Ayub, Mount should not start our game. I think he's not going to start the game that we're going to be playing against the side of Brighton, because in that game, I know Zirkzee might get himself a slot into that game, and I believe that even Rasmus Højlund might be back, you know, because it said he's gonna only be needing 2 weeks to obviously refresh himself and really become big and better. Nuhu Cheyune, he's one of the members that have already gone ahead to subscribe to this channel through the membership. Good start. Then Nyandavaisi, United fans, hi. Ajala, United for life, and Kankize Ronald. I just like how Zirkzee goes in deeper positions and build up a move, then quickly get into the right position to score. That is what a striker is all about, and if he continues to put in all those shifts, I tell you, he's really going to be one of the deadliest strikers in the Premier League, because you cannot mark him. You know, he'll make it hard for him to get marked. Then Henry J. Uganda, honestly, Rokani, I'm very happy for the win at the opening day. My players have gained momentum, and I believe Ten Hag is going to improve the small mistakes done. Yeah, he will, because he's a man who pays a lot of attention to detail, and they say he feeds and eats football. That's how madly he really loves that to happen. Mosa, well done, Manchester United. And then Ray says Mount is a big loss for the club of Manchester United. Mount is one of the least players that went ahead obviously play at the club of Manchester United in the previous season. Then CID Nikta, good morning, bro. For me, I wanted to see Bruno Fernandes has a supply. I think Bruno is looking as a supply 8. I think he supplies, and he's really not a selfish player, but sometimes he would love to obviously win it for the team as a captain, right? Because sometimes selfish reasons kick in. Well done. That is Mosa. And guys, thank you very much for watching it through. This is Rock and David, and smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rock and David is my name. This is the United Matters channel, and I would like to end it here and hope you guys will allow me. I'm going to be returning back with a big shift and big things to give away in as far as information is concerned. But United on top of the Premier League table, they've gone ahead to beat the side of Fulham by 1-0. And remember, in the fixture that we played them last season, they beat us by 2-1, and this time round we've denied them any chance to obviously score and I'm really trying to build up lots and lots of facts from this game of football that I'm going to be promoting and really providing to you. So guys, hope you're having fun. That's what we had today. Guys, smash the like button close to 100 times. 16 likes are really left. Guys is here. He's really big. And please continue to subscribe. 16 likes before I really sign out. 16 people, smash the like button and see to it that we hit 100 likes from this live stream. But it has been nice having you onto this beautiful channel, and you are really good, and I love you. I love your urge to obviously support the club of Manchester United and see to it that we obviously get where we deserve to be. We want to hit 20,000 subscribers. If you haven't gone ahead to subscribe, continue to subscribe. If you don't know, you will see that black button that is placed onto the right bottom, onto the right of the word subscribe, and then hit it. Then after, the rest will be history, and you'll be getting in the best that you deserve in there for you. Then Tanzania Robert Mazrui is a real button, but to my upset, why is Luke Shaw always injured for the club but not the country? So even for the country, he was really injured, but his commitment to coming through and really play for the country was really great to play him in the final. So that's what we obviously got in here for you. And Dixon says, thank you, sir. So guys, I'm out. See you later. 5 finger salute to everyone watching in through. And that's what the match reaction has been like here onto the Rokani Media Football. Sorry, the United Matters channel. Subscribe. We cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, the Muslims. Barakallahu fikum. And we are